All right, guys. Well, good evening over there in the United Kingdom and all throughout Europe. Thank you guys for being patient. A little bit of technical difficulties. Man, it is fun trying new technologies, right, Steve? We've tried them all. We've tested the apps. We've tested the conference calls, and we're still kind of finding out, like, which ones work best. And, guys, I'm going to ask you, if you guys know of a technology that you really like or you've been a part of in the past, like, do me a favor, send us over a message, say, hey, we really like this. I've been using Google Plus for about 3 months now. I really like it, but, you know, hey, you win some, you lose some, but we're here now. We're going to kick this link out to you guys so you can get it out to your team. And this is going to be a very brief conversation, maybe 10, 15 minutes or so. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about closing this month, wrapping up September, and leveraging the momentum to move into October. I have a very special guest calling in from Spain, one-star ambassador Steve Mitchell. How are you tonight, Steve? You look great. You look great.
Absolutely excited. Just shows we don't need to know our way around technology to build a business with Vi. So, thank you for inviting me on.
Well, that's how I feel every time I make a typo, which is about daily on Facebook. I'm like, you don't need to be smart to make millions of dollars. But guys, we're going to kick off this call really quick with giving you just a little bit of housekeeping. Just so you know, the month officially ends tonight at midnight Eastern Standard or midnight Pacific Standard Time, which is like 7 a.m. There in the UK, GMT. And so those last minute orders that you guys need to get into your 3 for free, to get your Rising Star, to get your 1, 2, 3 VIP in, make sure that you get it done. And speaking of 1, 2, 3 VIP, we just popped our first 1, 2, 3 VIP on our team. I know we got about 50 of you guys that are within a ViBite, the second executive, you know, 2 executives, you got everything else, and I know you're working on it, guys. Please continue pushing. I can't wait to see all of the all-stars, you know, dozens of you guys sitting up there in front. I know for me personally, I need 1 more executive, and we're pushing tonight to make sure that we get it done. 1, 2, 3 VIP for all the details. One of the things that we really leverage in this business, and Steve is an expert at, being a veteran in this industry, is leveraging the promotions, leveraging, you know, what the company has created for us to go out and build our business. And this promotion is really special because it's not only 3 steps. You know, step 1 of the 1, 2, 3 VIP is registering for NST. That's in Fort Lauderdale in April. And I think for me, it's the commitment of knowing that I'm going to be here 6 months from now. That is the finish line to my race. You know, having that being this is, you know, the sprint, and then network marketing, and then building this business. ViSalus is a marathon of many mini sprints, and so that's the next sprint that we're sprinting to. So you got to register. Also, just so you guys know, this is the last day that you can register for NST and get your RST for free. And many of you guys will be attending one of our European regional success trainings in the next 2 months. So this is your chance to save some money, guys. Go on your app today, register, buy the event, and for regional directors and above, if you're interested in adding the triple play, which includes the regional director and above leadership kickoff in January, you can actually extend, buy that today and apply it towards your monthly commissions. Check with your ambassador about that. So number 1 is going NST qualified and registering for that event. The second thing is getting 2 executive promoters, and I know this is where a lot of us are like, getting that second one, getting those 2, and, you know, getting those 2 executives. Think about those 2 people that you've had on the fence, those 2 people that you know that just need one last call, one last little nudge. Hey, do me a favor, get in, get your 2 executives, and 3 ViBites customers. And I went back to all my old customers and said, hey, do me a favor, I'm in a contest, buy the ViBites. So guys, go 1, 2, 3 VIP tonight, get that done. And you know, this is the last night of September. It's really closing the month out, and we're moving into October as of tomorrow morning. And this is the month that you have a chance to really create a story to walk the stage for your next regional success training. And one of the gentlemen that we have on our team, a true leader of leaders, this guy is absolutely pioneering through all of Europe. Wanted to welcome him on this call. He has a brief message he wants to share with you, some training to help you guys have the biggest and the most amount of success in your ViSalus business. So this would be the time to absolutely grab a pen, grab a piece of paper. Him and his wife have made millions in this industry. So to have them here on this team, to have them, you know, to witness to you, to share with you, to give them give you guys exactly what they did and what they're doing to create six figures here in Vi. I'm going to pass it over to none other than one-star ambassador, Mr. Steve Mitchell. Take it away.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for inviting us on. As a team, we appreciate you bringing this together. What an incredible vehicle. We will figure out how to get beyond the technology, but we want to say a big thank you. As our pace car, Rachel, we want to thank you for this. I'm just going to take a couple of minutes to talk to everybody about something that's very dear to my heart. You've touched on there the incentive right now of VIP 123 VIP. The company's actually giving us a clue there, really, about where we should be focusing our energy. And that energy, as you absolutely rightly said, is events. How important are events? But also the second part is focusing on enrolling new people. New people, Rachel, are the lifeblood of all our business, And the third thing is making sure we're getting the products out there to challenge people, and people are enjoying the benefits that come from those products. So that absolutely, I can't embrace and endorse enough what you've just said about VIP 123 VIP, and it's done tonight. But what I want to do is just take a couple of minutes. Two things really that I feel are very dear to my heart, and I call it inviting, which we invite, call challenging. Challenging people, which is just inviting people to take a look. Another day we might talk more about that. I want to talk about the other thing we do, which is following up with people. You see, here's the thing. We GST to ABC. Just if everybody can just remember that for a moment. We GST to ABC. A, challenging people, okay, that's what we do. B is where we party with people in the home, one-on-one, whether at a group challenge party, and C is following up with people. Now, I was taught a long time ago, get good at inviting, get good at challenging, the A, and get good at following up. The company does a brilliant job for us as far as servicing and helping us with partying. We have all the literature, we have all the product information, all the beautiful marketing materials to help us at a party. We have the overview videos, all done. We just have to press blend and press play. That's the B. The A is the challenging. Let's take a couple of minutes and talk about follow-up, okay? Something very, very dear to my heart. Now, I just want to, if I can quickly just share one very quick thing. I'm going to shoot through six very quick steps that people need to be focused on when it comes down to following up with people. You see, here's the thing, Rachel. Following up with people is so important in so many ways, and really from a point of view of how you follow up really matters on the success you will get. You see, what is the objective? The objective is to get people to a decision. So let me just share a couple of things with you right now. The first step, 6 quick points. Get commitment from your prospect. Well, what do I mean by that? As it shows on the slide, when you actually ask someone to do something, get a commitment back that they will do it. Here's what I do. I actually say to people, when have you got 20 minutes to look at the overview? When have you actually got that time? And if I'm doing it long distance, perhaps I'm using my marketing site, my Vi marketing site, I won't give them the link until they give me back 20 minutes. So get commitments from people, just like you were going to party with them at your home. You will get a commitment that they will be at your house at 7 o'clock, tasting the shakes, listening to the music, meeting your friends. Get commitment back from people. So when you get to the follow-up, I'm talking about now beyond the party, make sure that when you are saying you're going to reach out to someone, you get a commitment back that they will actually do what you say you're going to do. So that would be the first thing. The second thing is agree a time with a prospect. It's quite amazing to me that so many people do not actually say to the prospect when they will be calling them. So when you're going to call them, say, I will be calling you at 8 o'clock. So get that in your diary and get a commitment that they will be available. If they say, oh, well, Steve, that's not a great time. We're having a bit of supper then, or I'm reading the children my bedtime story, then choose another time. But make sure you agree a time. Get that time in your diary. We call them diary in Europe, Rachel. I think you call it calendars in the US, or journals, or whatever. Whatever you put it in, get it written down, and make sure, very, very importantly, that you actually follow up. Number 4, you follow up when you said you would. If you said you're going to call at 8 o'clock, follow up and call at 8 o'clock. Don't call at 1/4 or whatever. In other words, if the person is respecting that you will call, then respect them by calling when you said you would. This was a massive step. Follow up fast. What do I mean by that? Don't leave it. I had somebody I spoke to this morning, and I said, how did you get on with that lady last week after you partied with her? And you did a one-on-one. This person did a one-on-one party, literally around a coffee table at their house. I said, how did you get on with that? And they said, oh, I'm following up with them today. I went, whoa, hang on, it's Tuesday. You partied with her last Thursday. You should be literally calling her the following day and seeing what you can do. And I'm going to give you some ideas in a moment what you can do, and be very clear about what is the objective of the follow-up. It's to get to a decision. It's ultimately, is it a 1, do they want to be a customer? A 2, they want to be a 3 for free customer? Perhaps 3, they want to be a promoter? Or I even throw in a step 4. If they say no, not now, my 4th option would be, hey, listen, do you know anyone right now? Who do you know that perhaps wants to lose weight, get fit, build muscle? Who do you know right now? Whose life can we change? Do you know anyone? And be clear on what the objective is in that respect. So very, very importantly, just a couple of 6 quick steps in that respect. Just some ideas there, Rachel, just from a point of view. Let me move on to probably the best tool. And I'm respectful, we've got a short time together. The best way to follow up, the best tool ever is a 3-way call. A 3-way call is the most brilliant follow-up tool you can use. And here's a couple of very quick tips. When you do a 3-way follow-up, okay, and by the way, this can be with your regional director or above, make sure they're at least an RD or higher, but a 3-way call adds credibility, it brings in a third-party expert, it shows we're a team and we're working together so well. Use the 3-way call as one of the best follow-up tools you can ever get. So the first thing I would do is always set up your 3-way call. If I was doing more with you, Rachel, I would make sure that everything was set up, ready to go. I would find out when Rachel was free. I would make sure when my guest is free. And I would make sure that's all lined up. Because Rachel, in my outline, is going to be a busy lady. So I need to make sure she's clear. Second thing you do is always get the contact on first. You do not want your upline leader hanging on a line while you take 10 minutes to hook up a 3-way. Also, there's a business reason. It's about posturing the upline leader. So what you would do is get your contact first and then say, right, I've got my business partner. Do not call them upline. My business partner, very busy lady, just coming on now, wants to share a few words, been building so much longer than I have. They can answer your questions. So you always connect the prospect, the contact first. Next thing I would certainly say to do, when you actually bring someone on, edify properly. This is how you would do it. You would first introduce your guest to the upline leader. I would introduce Rachel and say, hey, listen, I've got a great lady here, Yvette. She's very excited, Rachel, by what she's seen. She's got some questions, and I really wanted you to meet her. So I introduced the guest to my upline leader, Rachel. But then, this is important. I massively edify Rachel. This is not to make Rachel's ego big or anything silly like that. This is to recognize Rachel as the expert. So you tell her literally a 30-second story about Rachel's background. And if you don't know this about your upline leader, talk to them beforehand, answer a couple of bullet points. So very importantly, do not just go, hey, Rachel, over to you. That is not the correct way to set up a 3-way call. Final couple of tips I would share, Rachel, and I hand back to you. Please, when your upline leader is talking, mute out your microphone. Don't keep interrupting. The leader is there to do a job. Their job is a real simple one. It's basically 3 things: to build the relationship and the community so they can see there is a lot of support. The second thing is ultimately to answer questions. The third thing is the upline leader is there to get your prospect to help them to a decision. So please mute out and let the leader do what they're going to do. So really, I want to just chat through very quickly a couple of things about following up and the importance of 3-way calling. Rachel, I hope that was some help. I do talk very quickly, so I do apologize, but I'm going to hand straight back to you.
No, that was fantastic, and it's one of those simple calls with such a process that I literally wish that, you know, thousands and thousands of more people would have been on this. So we'll definitely be kicking out this link, and I can see this content continuing to go viral and be a consistent training, because knowing how and what to master in this plan is simple. And, you know, our format of the GST is incredible, but just that tip alone, just my gold nugget as well was like, wow, the power of the three-way call. I need to be even leveraging those more. And they are truly powerful, guys. Use your team, use your upline, use your support, use your business partners. We're all here to help you grow. Guys, we have a few hours left in the month. You know, it's not too late to cross that finish line. It's not too late to get a victory. It's not too late for you to, you know, make sure that you crossed off and you have a green check mark next to everything in your back office. Are you active? Do you have your kit for free? Are you Rising Star? Are you going to get paid? Make sure that you and your team has every single green check mark. And in closing, I want you to think for a moment. We're about to open October. 31 days of the month, one of the best months of the year in ViSalus, one of the best months of the year in network marketing. People are back to school. They're back to their grind. They're back to work. The leaves are changing. People are thinking about the holidays, thinking about the extra money that they wish that they had. People are thinking about that, you know, the weight that they thought that they were going to lose come January. They thought they were certainly going to lose by summer, and it's still there. How many people are you going to challenge? How many promoters are you going to enroll in October? What is your goal? You know, what is your goal for the next month? What is your goal for the next 30 days? Where do you want to take this thing? One of the greatest quotes I live and breathe and die by is, if you shoot for nothing, you'll surely hit it. And you got to shoot for something this month. I want you to write it down right now if you're taking notes, which I hope that you did in that incredible training from Steve. What is your goal this month? How many people do you want to enroll? How many people do you want to challenge? How many parties are you going to have? How many 3 for free parties are you going to run to help your customers maximize and get a free kit? What rank are you going to cross that stage at the next regional success training like Birmingham at the end of November, or many of our regional success trainings coming up at rst.vi.com? You gotta write it down. You gotta have it clearly in front of you. In fact, I have my goals as a reminder 4 times a day going off my cell phone. So every time I'm looking down, boom, boom, new reminder, reminding me the goals focus, forwarding focus. You know, it's exciting to think about everything that's happening right now with Vi. It can be a little, you know, even overwhelming for me. I wake up every day and, like John C. Maxwell says, I am gulping. I am gulping. I am excited. But I'm so, so thrilled for what we have ahead of us. Not only in the United Kingdom, not only in Ireland, throughout Germany and Austria and the 4 new countries, the 4 new flags about to grace the ViSalus homepage. Guys, this is really getting real. Like, this is getting real. You are here, and you have the ability to own and build a global business across the continent. I hope you guys are treating it as serious as I know that many of the leaders are, because I know a year from now we're going to be sitting here and be like, wow, what just happened? What did we just create? So, guys, with that, appreciate Steve for that incredible training. Appreciate you guys being you know, flexible with our little bit of issues with technology. Right now, the vision call is just kicking off, so make sure you guys jump in on that vision call and dial in for there, and we'll get this recording out to you guys as soon as possible. Thanks, Steve. Say hi to Yvette for me, and this call is officially a wrap.